So I've been getting an influx of Russian bots attacking my Jimmy Dore videos. And I made a video about this yesterday, and that video can be found right here. And again, there's so many people that just left some very bizarre comments. And I'm really starting to think, and again, I say this with complete sincerity. I'm not joking whatsoever when I say this. I'm really starting to believe in the Russian bot thing, because like when, Democrats were like, Rachel Maddow was like Russia over and over again, and Hillary Clinton was like, Russia's the reason I lost. I was skeptical. I wasn't a huge fan of that, but they might have a point. And so I just want to kind of like go through some of these comments here, because one, I think these people are dullards. And then two, I like making fun of dullards. And then three, I mean, it's just like they're going to continue making comments on my videos. So I'm just going to keep getting money from them. So, I mean, that, it's a win-win-win, right? As far as I'm concerned, it's a win, a win, a win. But I've got a nice comment here from Jillian or Gillian. I'm not, it could be either or, who, gave a middle ground. And I want to be very upfront about this, right? I don't mind if you like Jimmy and you like me. If you, I can dislike anyone that you can like. I can like anyone that you can dislike, right? If you cancel me because we have one disagreement, personally, I think that's childish. Now, you have the right to do so. You are free to do so, right? But we're allowed to disagree. There's probably people out there that you find despicable, right? That I don't mind. That's probably true, right? And vice versa. So I don't mind if you're willing to, see what I have to say and then see what he has to say. That's fine with me. No problem. Where the problem comes, right, when people call me a corporate neoliberal sellout, right? That's the weird part. But I want to read this comment here. Maybe I'll not read the whole thing, but, I just want to be very upfront with that. Because this is the one good comment. And I want to be clear. This is the one good comment, right? So the rest, it's downhill from here. Sorry, Andrea, I couldn't do the music. Parents, my autism, parents, but I really support Force the Vote. And I'm a fan of yours, so I thought I'd have my say. I have a lot of respect for Jimmy Dore. Note, do I think he's perfect, flawless? Hell to the no, but in terms of political leaning, I think he's brutally honest. I think his delivery at times is risky, but I have never been through what he went through with medical bankruptcy and the years of unnecessary suffering. Now, just for context, I've gone through a medical bankruptcy. Or at least my family did, when I was a teenager, okay? Because partially of my, situation. So I'm just throwing that out there. A lot of people come to troll me, think I'm like, oh, I'm some lucky, privileged bruncher with healthcare. No, motherfucker, I'm just being straight, okay? So I'm just giving you the straight dope, as the kids would say, right? And the years of unnecessary suffering, but just excruciating pain. But the financial and relationship stress such circumstances inevitably bring. I think brings out in him a deep anger at the fleecing of the people. That's one of my primary sources of anger as well. Is because, like I was saying before, I think private health insurance, I think if you work for private health insurance in any leadership position, I think you should be sent to prison for the rest of your life. You have done untold amounts of damage on our society, and you are just a leech. You're a cancer cell if you work in leadership at a private health insurance company. That's my opinion. So I'm going to skip a little bit of this, and I'm going to go to... I had it, right? But I had it. Okay, do I think all people who listen to Jimmy Dore are transphobic? God, no. But the ones that troll will. Now, I want to be very clear, again, right? There's a difference between, like, guilt by association. Oh, if you like Jimmy Dore and he's transphobic, therefore you're transphobic. That is not my argumentation. That is not my argumentation, right? So one of my videos, I played a clip of him and then gave supporting evidence to prove that this guy is just not a fan of trans people, right? Now, the problem is when you tell me that I'm an SJW corporate shill who's focused on identity politics. Oh, and by the way, I'm also transphobic and Jimmy's not transphobic, right? That's the problem. If you see someone calling trans women men in a stand-up routine and say that's not transphobic, that is being transphobic. If you see someone doing that and then saying, yeah, that's pretty bad, but, that was 20 years ago, and I think he's a better person now, that's fine, okay? We can have a disagreement on that, but that's fine. And I want to have that first Like, that's got to be first and foremost, okay? But I'm going to end by this. I'm not transphobic, but I'm interested in the dialogue, and sometimes it's scary to ask questions or raise issues for fear of being misunderstood. Now, again, the video clip in question was Jimmy Dore saying, oh, if you find out your fiance has a dick, then they're a man. That's the joke, all right? That's not a question. That's not raising an issue. If someone ever, wants to, in good faith, ask me personal questions about being trans or anything related to that, I am more than welcome. You are more than welcome to come on my show if you want to do it publicly, or just reach out to me in private and I'll get to you when I can, right? So that is something I'm more than happy to do, all right? So, but again, there's a problem where if you're defending someone and saying they're not transphobic because whatever, when they're clearly transphobic, that's where the problem is. And with that being said, let's get into the dullards, right? Because boy, howdy. All right, there's some dullards here, okay? So again, that was the one good comment. So here we have 777 Killad. No, what a cult is worshiping politicians and never holding them accountable. Nice try, crazy person. Goodbye. And then right afterward, they edited their comment, and then they were like, the edit's not enough. I gotta post another comment, right? So then this motherfucker's like, by the way, you're totally unstable. I hope you start taking some medication soon for your sake, right? Again, why did this person say this? Because I dared to criticize someone for making transphobic jokes and platforming transphobic politicians and agreeing with transphobic politicians and promoting those politicians. So that's what makes me totally unstable. Okay, interesting. Let's move on. Your excuses are nothing but whiny, important, lip dick bullshit. And then the same person has to say, it's simple. Should the squad get something for their speakership vote? What single central policy issue that is the most popular, relevant, and necessary would be the best to get a force to vote to galvanize and promote? The answers are yes and M4A. First of all, the answer is yes and $2,000 monthly stimulus checks. Medicare for All is great, but that will not happen overnight. We can do daily or monthly cash transfers overnight. We can do that right now, and that would make people's lives better right now. That would help them afford certain healthcare bits right now, and we can do that right now. You cannot in any capacity tell me in any situation where in 6 months we'll have Medicare for All, because even if it does get passed, it's going to get passed with at least a 2-year time span, because we're not going to be able to transfer to that system overnight. So you dumb motherfucker, get that through your head, you Russian bot, dumbass, deplorable piece of garbage, okay? Right. Now, again, this video itself is making fun of Jimmy Dore fanboys, right? It's super bizarre that they think, okay, this person's making fun of commenters, therefore they're against Medicare for All? What? That is not, there's no correlation there. Making fun of a dumbass in a comment section does not mean I'm against Medicare for All, motherfucker. You are a dullard. But let's move on. So they say, LMAO. Oh yeah, JD is transphobic because Tulsi put a bill forward. You realize she's not relevant, right? And that's got nothing to do with JD's support of her anti-war emphasis. Again, Jimmy Dore famously said, who gives a fuck about India? Jimmy Dore famously took money from Syrian-related people, right? This guy is not an anti-war dude. This guy doesn't give a fuck about foreign policy. He doesn't. This guy supported the coup in Brazil, for example. This guy doesn't give a fuck, right? Doesn't give a fuck, okay? Also, by the way, Bernie was to the left on foreign policy compared to Tulsi Gabbard. But again, this guy doesn't even know. The video that this person is responding to is a direct clip of Jimmy Dore being transphobic, and they don't even know what I'm talking about. That's because they didn't watch the video. That's because they had a triggered baby boy meltdown at the title of the video and decided to cry and whine in the comment section immediately without fucking watching the damn thing, and it makes them look like a fucking goddamn idiot. So, let's move on. I don't know who this person is, but total clown. JD is most certainly not a transphobe. Again, they're not watching the fucking video that they're commenting on, but okay. These are the ramblings of someone who's emotionally and mentally unstable. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant stuff. And then Stacy E, resident dullard, comes in. You got called out. You don't have an answer. Please reassess your life decisions.
Your heads up, ass, commenting on Jimmy Dore, and would no doubt insult me as some kind of Jimmy Dore sycophant in a display of textbook projection.
That's a bunch of words that mean nothing. You might as well listen to a Pete Buttigieg fucking acceptance speech for Secretary of Transportation. When I was a kid, I was a fan of transportation. I rode on a bus. And that's why I'm quite like, what you just said nothing, you dumb idiot. But okay, let's move on. Another fallacious argument. I've been to Jimmy's live shows in Portland. I've literally seen trans people at his shows. Well, that's good for you. That's good for you. I'm glad, okay? People can disagree. That's great. That doesn't mean that you gotta carry water for the guy and say that what he clearly did, right, is not good. And then also, this person, I'm assuming they're a she, is going to defend Tulsi Gabbard's bill, which is just, again, that's above and beyond, so let's go. I also read the bill Tulsi proposed, and have seen her voting record and approval from the largest LGBT organization in the U.S. You seem to be incapable of making a point without employing illogical fallacies and fallacious arguments. If I just say fallacy over and over and over again, it's a fallacy! Like, what are you, 13? What did you just read your first, fucking Sam Harris book, and you're like, damn, I just picked up, I'm gonna insult them, I'm now a libertarian, I'm going, fallacies and you're fallacious, like, what? Like, if you've read Tulsi's bill and you're still claiming that she's not transphobic, I'm sorry, you're a dullard. You're a fucking dullard, right? But let's move on, okay? Let's see. Alright, this one's good. Let's break it down, Cyber. It's time. Alright, you ready? You ready? Alright, let's break it down. It's time. You have chosen to go with the corporate identity left and make content like that of any other channel of its ilk, pushing essentialism, being okay with corporate power. Dude, motherfucker, my entire show is about how capitalism is the root of all evil. I think capitalism is the root of all evil. That is the prime directive of this channel. And this person's saying, so, you're transgender? That must mean you love corporations.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ, only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
What the fuck? But let's go. That wasn't even that was just the first sentence. Alright. That wasn't even the first sentence. That was the first half of the first sentence. Let's go. Looking over U.S. imperialism. What the fuck? Again! Jimmy Dore famously said, who gives a fuck about India? Jimmy Dore famously supporting the coup in Brazil. This guy is the foreign policy hero? What? Okay, but okay, sure. And pushing centrist Democrat propaganda. This is okay, first of all, what centrist Democrat propaganda did I push? If anything, I'm supporting, if you want to make an argument that I'm agreeing with a politician, I'm more in AOC's strategic realm. But she's not a centrist Democrat. Unless the argument is that AOC having a slight difference on strategy and not policy makes her a centrist? I don't know. It's a dumbass fucking argument. And I don't even agree with AOC all the way. I think she's being a little bit too timid. But I understand her position, right? So I respect her position at that point, right? But again, let's move on because it gets worse, right? These people, again, they're not sending their best. They're dullards. But there's an anti-corporate, pro-working class, and anti-identity class basis strain of leftists. Call them populists if you wish. What does that mean, anti-identity class? You know what that means? Nazi. That's what that means? What did the Nazis want to do? They were in favor of healthcare programs. They were in favor of climate control programs. They were in favor of expanding transportation and infrastructure. You know what else they were in favor of? Getting rid of all the ones that weren't them, motherfucker. That was kind of the whole fucking point, is we're gonna cull the world, we're gonna get rid of the bad ones, and then we're gonna make Earth like some fucking white people world haven. That's what is anti-identity? That's what that is. It's, yeah, we hate the corporations and we want to make the world better for all of us. Fuck the trans people, fuck them, fuck those people, who cares, right? That, what argument is that? Anti-identity? What? Ding dong, but again, they're not sending their best.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
I just don't understand. But again, it keeps going. And then calls them populists, by the way. Like, oh yeah, I'm a populist? Yeah, I'm a populist. Right, yeah, no. That's the popular thing. Right, that's I'm popular, okay. That simply have rejected this narrative. I don't even know what the narrative is. It's just, like, this is all, again, this is like a Pete Buttigieg fucking Iowa, you have shocked the nation moment. Like, this guy has said nothing. You have chosen to go with the corporate, they haven't cited any source. They haven't cited any of my arguments that are corporate. They have cited nothing. It's just a bunch of babble with platitudes and meaningless words. You might as well say, like, and then liberty and freedom and justice will prevail. Oh, liberty. Oh, and then freedom. And then liberty. Like, you're saying nothing, but let's go on. You might think the group you chose will treat trans people better than the other. What group? I didn't choose a group. So this person is presuming that I've chosen corporations. I have not chosen corporations, right? But also that I've chosen a group. What fucking group have I chosen? What? But they're not going to tell me what group I've chosen. They're going to say, you might think that the group you've chosen will do. They're not going to identify the group. They're not going to cite the timestamp of where I chose a group. They're just going to say in this some bizarro, like, oh, there's a group and you chose the group. And I'm not going to say what the group is. And I don't know what the group is. And you don't know what the group is, but this group, oh, yes, it's a group. Like, what? They simply are using your identity as a shield. They only care about you if you serve their purpose. Who? Who is they? They has not been identified. I don't know. So I respond with corporate what? I'm an anarchist, you dunce. So let's go. Then why do you promote essentialism and intersectionality in every chance? First of all, I don't know what essentialism is. What the fuck is essentialism? Second of all, I support intersectionality because human rights are fucking important. You don't support intersectionality? That sounds like all lives matter bullshit. Oh, I mean, I have a black friend, but you know, all lives matter? That's literally what you're doing, dude. That is the all lives matter equivalent of whatever what is that? Why are you supporting intersectionality? Intersectionality is so gross. All lives. Why are you saying Black Lives Matter? All lives matter. Why are you being so essential? Why are you being such an essentialist when you say Black Lives Matter when all lives matter? Like, what? Like, I just. But again.
Only the really. I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
They're not sending their best. I see Skeptical Mantis is in the chat room right now, which I'm so excited for, because you just got here in time, because I'm about to get to your part in the script. So even Max is here. Max is excited. Max, are you ready? We're gonna make fun of another chatter. Are you ready? See, even Max is so ready for this. All right, Skeptical Mantis, Channel 10. Oh, Max, can you please stop? Don't step on that. Please stop. Max, please stop. Please stop, Max. Okay, anyway. Intersectionality can fit with revolutionary oh, yeah, actually, never mind. I remember I read this part, and this is actually where you get good. Oh yeah, no, you posted dumb shit in another thread. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Skeptical Mantis. My bad. Here we go. You're in the other tab. Max, I swear to God. Alright. 11:30. You asked if Jimmy was calling for shutting things down and protesting. You don't know. You and I have a strong opinion on something you don't know. Jimmy was strongly supporting the George Floyd and protests, condemning cops in the harshest possible. Max, I swear to God, in the harshest possible terms. By the way, so was I. Just for reference, so was I, right? I understand, Max. I understand. I'm excited, you're excited, I understand, okay? Well, Bernie, who you like, was nowhere to be seen. Like, can we talk about how, like, there's a difference between being addicted to someone's podcast and, like, being moderately approving of someone as a politician? Liking Jimmy Dore, first of all, Ow, you hit me with your fucking tail, you prick. Jimmy Dore is not a politician. I judge him as a YouTuber. Do I watch all of Bernie Sanders' YouTube shows? No, I don't. I watched like most of them, you know, maybe in February, like that 1 month when things were looking pretty good, right? But as a YouTuber, Bernie Sanders, I don't really like him as a YouTuber. I like him as a politician. So the idea that Skeptical Mantis, as skeptical as you are, right? The idea that you're just not understanding that these are completely different calculations when you judge these completely different kinds of people. I'm sorry, man, but come on. Come on. Come on. Also, I watched Majority Report, and they definitely did condemn cops with vigor. Now, I don't know. I didn't watch Jimmy, so I can't make a calculation. But they both, I'm willing to bet that they both did not condemn cops as hard as I did. So don't try to question my credibility here, buddy. Like, you and I both know I am way in this direction when it comes to both of those motherfucking channels. Now, this is another comment that I thought was very bizarre from Skeptical Mantis here. So, I don't like Tulsi. She's almost as bad as Bernie. That's my problem with this. That's my problem, is you have to be addicted to this idea that Bernie Sanders is like the worst person ever. Was Tulsi Gabbard out there supporting $2,000 stimulus payments every day? No, Tulsi Gabbard was writing anti-transgender legislation. So the idea that you think Tulsi Gabbard is better than Bernie on anything, I'm sorry, it's laughable, it's dumb, and I know she's got a nice ass and you love the workout videos, but my god, man, like seriously, that is not like a calculation you want to stick by. Alright? Let's go. So Chris back at it again. Wait, you don't like Jimmy Dore? No one cares about what you think or feel about Dore. We need you to force the vote because it's smart politics. Again, I'm in favor of forcing the vote on $2,000 monthly stimulus checks. I'm in favor of occupying the Capitol, forcing the vote on Medicare for All, which is a system that would not even be able to be even in effect for at least a year at the very minimum. I'm sorry, I would rather have cash transfers right now, but whatever, okay? But again, my video is literally playing a clip of him being transphobic. Like, it's not about Medicare for All. It's about how Jimmy Dore is a bad person. And this person is coming in here and again presuming that Jimmy Dore is like some almighty ethereal creature, the avatar of Medicare for All. Like, if you're criticizing Jimmy, you're criticizing Medicare for All. They're the same thing. It's like they're synonymous. It's like, what the fuck? It's bizarre. It's super bizarre. Right. And this Skeptical Mantis bringing it back. Will you ever address Cornel West or any other prominent leftist going on a show? I have addressed that, right? It's just that, you know, there's a difference between you demanding I address everything over and over again because you don't feel like looking for it, and me actually doing it or not. So I'm just saying that out there. So I addressed this shit I addressed this shit weeks ago, on Twitter and YouTube videos and my podcast. It's not my fault you don't, and I'm not trying to say you should listen to all my shows, right? When I say I don't know if Jimmy Dore does something, I say I don't know. You, on the other hand, when you say if you don't know if I've done something, you just presume that I haven't. And I think that is a very unskeptical analysis, personally, and that's my opinion. However, yeah, I respect Cornel West. Cornel West has a lot of opinions that I disagree with. This is one of them. I respect him going on Jimmy Dore's show. I respect him going on there and making more people aware of who he is. And I think his message is wonderful. I think Cornel West is one of the smartest people of our time and of his time that's still with us and stuff. I love Cornel West. I love him. And I disagree with him on this issue. I know, those two things are possible, okay? So anyway, I'm getting a little bored here. There's another one. A person with mental disorders calling other people dumb. Again, the video is just me playing a clip of Jimmy Dore being transphobic. And it's like, Jimmy Dore is not transphobic. You have mental disorders. Right? And then here we got this one, Jocko. We get it. You're basically, this Russian bot dude, you're basically a one-trick pony for trans rights. Fine, forget about M4A. What? My video has nothing to do with Medicare for All. It has nothing to do with Medicare for All. And also, I'm a trans person. What does that mean? I'm a one-trick pony for trans rights. Do you go to Black Lives Matter protests and say, why are you, but all lives matter? Are you just one-trick ponies for black rights? What are you, black extremists? All lives matter. I think all genders matter. It's why are you so obsessed with trans? I know that you are trans, but why are you so But again,
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
it's unreal, right? It's unreal. But again, I'm done. I can't go on anymore. I've actually spent way too long on this. I smoked a whole ass cone, well, maybe like 80% of it, and I just kind of just forgot what time it was. But thank you I love making fun of dullards, and I want to be first and I want to be upfront about that. I love making fun of Russian bots. I love making fun of deplorables. And if they want to give me more comments, I'll keep doing this every single day. That's right. I love the views, baby. I'm grifting. You damn right I'm grifting. You see this? You see this? I grifted this. I grifted this motherfucker from you because you're gonna click on the video, you're gonna fucking comment on the video, I'm gonna fucking make fun of you, and then you're gonna comment again and click the video again, and it's gonna get more views and more ad revenue, and then all of a sudden, I'm gonna have 2 of these, right? And then I'll be able to buy something. I don't know. But anyway, thank you for watching. Sailor Nasheed, you arguing with little white boys is such a waste of... I know, but it's fun. Like, I'm just trying to have fun. Skeptical Mantis, I have things to do, prior engagements. If you want to come on again on my show tomorrow, or like maybe, I don't know if you're busy tomorrow, it is, whatever. But if you want to come on my show in the next couple days, more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Because I would love to hash this out once again. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I have to go to do stuff, and I forgot what time it was because I just smoked a lot of weed before doing this. So I will see y'all later, and that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed the show, and if you didn't, then fuck you.